Welcome to the 8th River Regatta. It's a fun-filled day. Stay tuned to learn about our races. Stay tuned to learn about our vendors and our sponsors and everything that it takes to make this day a success. It's a great event for our cities. You're going to learn all about it and see the people that work so hard to put this together for us. So stay tuned, have fun, and you got a regatta. Mayor, it's a busy day for you. Explain what's happening today at the regatta.
Good morning, and we're glad to be out here. Obviously, things are starting to kick up now. Weather's holding for us. That's a big part of it. But, people are starting to come. Some of the activities are starting. They're warming up behind us with the races. But just overall, we're getting the regatta going, the 8th annual regatta. We missed 1 year because of the pandemic. So in our 9th year, but 8th annual, and we're excited to grow this event. And see how it's going.
And you certainly have. I mean, and as you said, there's people of all ages here. There's something for everybody.
There is. There's dog shows. There's music shows. My wife's so excited to go to see the Fleetwood Mac tribute band. So all ages, like you say. But, you can watch the fireworks. When I say fireworks, I don't want to mess that up. The drone show. That's the exciting part of it. But tonight, and we're anxious to see that. But there's so many things on both sides of the river. Palmetto, Bradenton. Obviously, we got to thank our county commissioners and what they do for it, because this isn't just a City of Bradenton event. It's a community event.
It is.
And the more people we can bring from outside the community to then come back and protect the businesses. And one of the things that's so important to me over the years, and I was actually involved from the beginning. I was on the city council, and Mayor Poston did a great job at getting the logistics started, but then it had to come to the council to be approved. And there was some skepticism about it back then, but I thought it was very important. I've been a full supporter and a vocal supporter of it, even when we had some council members that might not have been for it. And now we've seen you can bring in 100,000 people, $10 million plus to your economy for a couple day event. You got to do it.
Yeah. And it makes everybody feel good.
Right. Yeah. It's a family-friendly event. That's
Is.
what it is. And you see the kids, from kids to all ages that are out there, and that's the fun part of it. And one thing, we were talking last night at the event that how do we now maybe make it a 2-year contract with the Regatta so they can get more sponsors. Sponsors want to know something will keep happening. So I'm very excited to bring that to our council.
Well, you should be. And just thank you so much for being involved with this since the beginning. It's very important for us and for Palmetto.
Right. No, it's important for the whole town. One of the things, and I've said this many times, and I think it's worth repeating, when you talk to our small businesses around here, and they say that, hey, an event like this could help them pay a month or 2 of rent or mortgage, why not?
Right. Right. And it was so much fun walking in, and we saw all the vendors coming in, and there's so many to choose from.
Right, and they're local vendors.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important to continue the local vendors coming in, and so it supports them. Because a lot of the vendors that are out there, it's kind of their part-time job. It's a supplement. They have full-time jobs during the week.
Right.
They do this on the weekends and that. And why not keep them here in Bradenton instead of them going somewhere else?
Well, this is a win for all of us. So thank you so much. We appreciate you sticking with us for over 8 years now.
Well, I appreciate it. We're going to be here for the long haul.
Love it. Got a regatta.
Got a regatta.
So we're back for another year at the Regatta.
So excited.
So you performed last night. You're going to perform again today.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do we have to look forward to today?
So I'm really excited. We have Scotty Geltman on the jetpack. He's incredible. He gets real high, spins around. He's just a great performer. And then this year, something a little bit different. My really good friend, Chris Ineski, he's an absolute monster in competitions for the freestyle jet skis and is an incredible show performer as well. And so he's on a stand-up jet ski, and it makes a lot of noise, and he does flips, and it's just a great show to watch. And then I'll be on the flyboard, not as important as those guys.
Just as important, if not more important. Now, we love you coming back each year. What keeps you coming back?
Man, I love this event. This is I travel around the world. I do shows, I do a lot of boat shows, a lot of high-end boat shows. I do a lot of shows in Miami. I love performing here. I love the community. Every year you come back, it's like you're seeing family members. I love the mayors. I love the police chiefs. I love the sheriff's office. I love the Coast Guard. Everybody's so great. I love the crowd you get here. My favorite thing is it's a big community event, and you can tell everybody cares about their community, and it's free.
It is
free. And you
free.
can come down, and that's just awesome. Plus the dog show.
It's lovely. And
Yeah.
then, and what I love about it also is that you're going to perform in front of people of all ages. We have families that are here.
Yeah, it's great. And, I get a lot of people a couple years later, and they're like, oh, I saw someone do that before. It was at the Regatta. And I was like, that's me. Yeah. So
Now, we have a little bit of wind today. Will that affect your performance?
it can, if it gets above 20 miles an hour sustainably. If we have gusts, it's okay. But we also have to watch out so that we don't soak cameras and we don't soak the crowd up there. So it depends, but we're hardcore. We drove a long time and we spent a lot of hours to get ready for this show, and it's going to take a lot for us to not go out.
Well, we're expecting you to go out, and we're very excited to see you again. Can we expect you next year?
Oh, yeah, I sure hope so. You better tell the people.
We will tell the people, and all these people, 100,000 people, will be telling everybody in charge they want you back next year.
I sure hope so. I hope everybody enjoys the show, and I'm just blessed to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me again.
Thanks for coming back.
Absolutely.
So this is a very trying sport. What do you do to prepare for this?
It's really interesting. So this year is a very unique experience for me. I have my best friend, Gemma Weston, here, who's also a women's world champion. And really, it's just about sheer grit and determination. We trained every day, watching GoPro videos of us. We made a deal with each other. We either had to land a trick 3 times in a row, or you're going to have to pull us out of the water. And we did that. We worked very hard. For me, I can't do a backflip on a trampoline. I'll break my neck. This is different for me because I've trained, I care about it, I'm passionate about it. So it's really about determination. I train in Lake Placid, Florida, where I live. Beautiful, freshwater lakes. I do a lot of shows throughout the year. So really it is just about being confident in yourself, but also knowing your limitations. So I'm a huge advocate of trying new things, but keep it in your wheelhouse. So something that makes you uncomfortable, but that you can do. And if you keep doing that every day at anything you do, you can get better.
So it goes back to that muscle memory.
Yeah. And that head memory too, because, my 2 biggest fears are heights and drowning. And a lot of people know that. So for when I go out, I beat my fears every time. And so, it's meaningful for me to fly, and I care about it. I still get nervous every time I do it. If you don't get nervous doing something, you probably shouldn't be doing it.
How do you come up with new tricks?
So I think it's sort of a lot of collaboration. You watch and see some videos of yourself or what other people are doing. You're like, I wonder if I do this or if I do that. Gemma, who's here, one of my best friends, she invented a trick that she and only she can do. And then for me, I just try different and new things and see if I can manipulate the hose differently or what you can do with it. So. And then, it's a combinations of different tricks. What looks cool, what doesn't.
Well, you're at the top of your game, and you're always preparing to stay there, so we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much.
If younger people wanted to get involved in this, or people that haven't experienced the sport before, what are your suggestions?
So flyboarding is actually really, really safe. So I tell people this. It's like riding a bike, So if you teach toddlers to ride a bike, you ride a bike up and down your street, in trails. You know, it's safe. You know, you wear a helmet, you do what you have to do. If you start going off ramps and jumps, that's when it starts getting dangerous. It's the same thing. It just depends how you do it. So flyboarding, I've taught my son how to flyboard. I've taught a lot of kids how to flyboard. I've taught an 89-year-old how to flyboard. So it's relatively easy to learn, but it's just like anything else. If you want to be good at it, work at it, fight yourself for it. You know, don't give up and just keep going for it. I mean, it's an incredible sport, and I'll tell you what, no matter what anybody says, I have the very best view of the regatta in every show that I do.
I agree with you.
What about pink for the walls inside your mind? I better get real comfy, cause I'm gonna be here for some time. And I think I'll put a couch right over there. A lamp or two could really do a table and some chairs. Take a trip to IKEA, I've got tons of ideas. I'll make it fresh and new, and I won't have to worry about how much I'm spending, cause it's all on you. I'm taking up space in your mind and your friend's house. Just walked in the room that all the boys eat in an art house. Really staring at me, wishing you could take it back. How utterly pathetic, I'm magnetic, and I'm taking up time. When you sleep, drinking sweet rhymes, chasing on your tongue when you are on to my songs. Why did I let it go? I hold that on to every day. I'm not trying to act like you don't replicate, but everybody knows I'm living in your head rent free. I bet you $10. You got my picture on your phone. You stare at it too long, my dear. It might turn you to stone. And boy, hush, I know you cry when you're alone. Here's a tissue, I'm not the issue. See through you like a ghost. You've been strutting up the town, telling everyone around that you're over me. Well, I will let you have your fun, cause we both know in the long run, the grand scheme of things, I'm taking up space in your mind and your friend's house. Just locked in the room that all the boys eat in the house. You're a class A charmer who weasels his way into girls' lives, only to stay for a little longer than the last one. Make them think that they're different, but treat them the same. Code me with words so sugary sweet. You think that I don't have you figured out to a T, but baby, I see everything now so clearly. You sold me on an empty bullshit fantasy, and I wrote that high too. Should've known the second you said I was the one. It had only been 2 weeks, but I'm not even later caught it down. Oh, that boy had a hold on me, the kind of sort of made me wish I was dead. Oh, his hair and my favorite jeans, they went together just like butter and bread. And like his favorite movie, he's such a cliche. He's just like all the other hipsters who prefer to straight. He's a judgmental son of a gun, can't stand to be outshined. Oh, and that boy really messed me up. And for a minute, I forgot the type of woman I was. Yeah, I'm a take.
Leah, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you for having me.
Why is Spectrum involved today?
Spectrum cares about the community that our customers live, work, and play, and also the communities that our employees live, work, and play. And we couldn't think of a better opportunity to get involved to support a really exciting festival. We've been involved even back in the Bright House days in the very first regatta, and this festival brings such a important economic impact, and even more important than that, it brings our cities and communities together. There's no other festival like this. There's no other time that the Green Bridge closes down and really builds that connection between Bradenton and Palmetto and both sides of our beautiful Manatee River. So not only are we out here supporting the community, but we're supporting that partnership, and we're very excited to bring back the second annual Mayor's Cup. So that is going to be the SST 45 Championship, and we're calling it the 2023 Mayor's Cup. So again, in honor of Mayor Jean Brown in Bradenton, Mayor Shirley Groover Bryant in Palmetto, and honoring their partnership and their ability to come together and just bring our communities together for such a great cause and such a fantastic day.
And this is our 8th annual. It's been going on for a while.
It is. I can't believe it's 8th already. I was honored to be a part of the very first, and so to see the evolution and to see the Riverwalk filling up. It's amazing to see how many folks are already up on the bridge. 8 years already, and I'm excited to see the next 8.
And talk to us a little bit about Spectrum. What is Spectrum if people don't know what that is?
Sure. Spectrum provides high-speed internet, cable, telephone, and now also mobile. So I like to say that the fastest internet in town is sponsoring the fastest boats in town. So it's a perfect marriage. We offer business services, residential services, enterprise services. And like I said earlier, we are just really focused on supporting the communities where not only our employees, but our customers live, work, and play. And what a better excuse to come out and play on this great Saturday afternoon.
Well, this wouldn't be happening without you, so thank you on behalf of Manatee County and Palmetto. We love it.
Thank you so much. You got a regatta.
You got a regatta.
Waiting for that flag to drop. And down it goes, and we're off racing. Trying to get into the first corner is that number 13 to Jeremiah Mayo. And it's followed by Wells. On the outside, it's Quindazzi in the number 77. And it will be Mark Welch, and they will run down the back straightaway for the first time, Patrick.
Quindazzi is running on the outside in that second, third position. Quindazzi looks to have a really fast boat. Watch him, he got a terrible start, but now he's going to dive to the inside, come down the front straightaway looking for inside gold, going into turn number 1.
Jeremiah Mayo in that lead spot, followed by the 77 of Mike Quindazzi, the 59 of Mark Welch. As the last two boats going around the corner right now, all are in that race together, very tight out of turn number 2. As we nearly had a collision, Mark Welch back down to make sure that he got through safely. Sliding down the front straight again, the young gun, he's just got legal this last year. Number 8, Jeremiah Mayo, followed by Quindazzi. In that number 59 boat, Tyler Walsh, followed then by the yellow and then the Welch other entry as it takes up the trail of the field.
Chris Rinkers now in the 4th position, and he's looking to move up as well. Rinkers as a group don't like to be in the back, so he's look for him to do some stuff. We've got Tyler Welch and got Quindazzi running side by side, going down into turn number 1. It's starting to get tight down here.
Chris Rinker has really moved it up, and the fight for second, third, and fourth is taking place right now as Rinker got a little bit of a spray job coming out of turn number 2 and lost his momentum. He is very quick going down that back straightaway again, but we got that number 8 boat from Houston, Texas. Phase 1, it's Jeremiah Mayo as he has got a 3/4 of a straightaway lead here in this first heat race. Battle for second right now as that number 59 boat of Tyler Welch trying to get around Quindazzi as he's on the outside. Quindazzi staying on the inside, side by side as they go down that back straightaway, heading into turn number 3.
Watch him as he comes off of turn number 4. Mayo comes down the straightaway. He's going to be braking about 100 miles an hour, a little more, man, as he goes into turn number 1. Your fight right now is for that second spot, and it looks like Tyler Welch is picking up the pace a little bit, has made an opening. Tyler Welch now in the second position firmly. You've got, who is that, Quindazzi in third, followed by Rinker and Rinker.
And that coming up on the white flag right now is Mark Welch trails the field right now. Fight for second place, it's not over yet.
Tyler Welsh seemed to have slipped up just a little bit, and Quinn Dawsey has taken over that second spot with a strong run down the back straightaway. Missed that completely. Now we've got two boats going in side by side again. Chris Rinker has now taken over that third position.
Well, obviously something happened with that 59 boat because Welsh has really slowed it off the pace. We got coming down the straightaway right now. Looking for that first checkered flag, number 8, Jeremiah Mayo with that first heat race win.
There's your winner, Jeremiah Mayo, followed by Mike Quindazzi in the 77. And Chris Rinker is third.
And it was Welch and Welch.
Scotty, we're so excited to have you join us, and you're going to be performing today.
Yes, I can't wait. Thanks for having us back here again.
Oh my gosh, tell us what you're going to do today.
So today, me, Kristen, and Chris, we're going to be performing. I'm going to be on the jetpack. Kristen's going to be on a flyboard, and Chris is going to be on the stand-up jet ski.
So what is a jetpack?
Jetpack is a water-controlled jetpack on my back that I'm thrusted in the air by a jet ski power. Woo! And hopefully we're going to get as high as the bridge out there.
No way!
Give some high fives out and say hello to everybody.
That's awesome. Now, how high is that?
So we can go up to about 50 feet in the air with our hose.
Wow. How did you get into the sport?
So I got into the sport in 2013 when the original company came out with it called the Jet Lev. And I got very lucky into it. I was a jet ski mechanic working on them, and I got into it, and now I get fortunate enough to travel around and do shows and entertainment.
That's awesome, and we love seeing you here. So how do you prepare for something like this?
Oh, preparing for something like this, make sure my jet ski's working good, make sure I'm partially in shape.
Now, when you got into the sport, was there something you had to do? Did you have to overcome your fear of heights, or?
I grew into my heights with it. You know, we started very basically on the water, and then, you know, once you get up there and you take a couple falls, you learn that it's not too bad, but it took a long time for us to be doing what we're doing, the flips and the spins in the air.
How do you prepare for today's show? Do you have a tricks in mind that you're going to be doing, or you just kind of get the energy of the crowd?
Energy of the crowd, especially today. We're going to try and cover a lot of the area in the water, especially over by the Riverwalk, by the bridge. So we'll be moving around, staying in little areas, and just putting a smile on people's faces.
Well, you definitely do that. So thank you for taking the time to come out and talk to us. I know you're getting ready to perform.
Thanks so much for having us again.
We want you next year.
You got a regatta.
You got a regatta.
Thank you, guys.
love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just look up. Don't be scared. To the face and I wanna get lost. I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy. Don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy. Don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
Brett, it's a busy day for you.
Yes, it is, Sheila. We've been at this for about 4 or 5 months now, actually, getting ready for this. We were meeting monthly, and then starting in January, we were meeting weekly to help organize this incident management issue here.
Well, there's a lot that goes into this, from traffic to safety. Explain some of that for us.
Okay, so my position this year is I'm the safety officer here. So I'm looking, along with 2 of my assistants, one on the north side in Palmetto and one on the south side here in Bradenton. We're just looking for safety issues that may hurt any pedestrian, visitor, and to keep us workers safe as well.
A lot of coordination goes into this.
The coordination is handled very well here in Manatee County. We have all sorts of agencies, from law enforcement, fire, EMS, a lot of volunteer agencies that meet, like I was saying, meet regularly to make sure that this goes off without any hitches.
Well, this is an awesome event, but it takes so many behind the scenes to make this happen and make it family friendly.
Well, yeah, and you really don't realize how many people are behind the scenes, especially the law enforcement on both sides of the river. Bradenton Police Department. You also have the Sheriff's Department and some of their specialty units out here. And then on the north side, you have Palmetto PD as well. Not to mention Marine units from both the PDs and the Sheriff's Office. And then you have the fire, and then you have the Manatee Search and Rescue, the nonprofit that does search and rescue here for Manatee County.
What will a great day look like from your perspective?
Always, any great day is that we leave here without any injuries, especially to the drivers, any of the personnel that are working the event, citizens. We just want everybody to come out and have a good, safe day and enjoy the weather.
Well, I'm sure all that preparation is going to pay off. Everybody's going to have a great day. You can take a day off tomorrow before you start planning for our next regatta.
Oh yes, and we'll do an after-action review of this already. A few little tweaks we're going to have to probably do for next year, especially with the wind that we have today, and the wind will pick up. So there's issues that we have to address for next year, but that's all part of the planning that starts as soon as this is over, and then we go through the planning process as we get closer to next year.
It's all about that preparation.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you for allowing all of our residents and our community members to have a great day. It's because of your hard work.
Well, it's not just me. It's all the teams that are behind all the agencies and nonprofits that are out here that put this on to make the people from Manatee County, Bradenton, and Palmetto enjoy this beautiful day and this event.
Please convey our thanks.
I will.
Got
Y'all have a nice
regatta.
day. Yep, got a regatta.
Okay, now this is a non-scary act, or non-scary trick. One more. There we go. Come here. Good girl. Don't hit me in the head. Hold on, over this way. There we go. One more. Good girl. There we go. Good girl. Woo! Up. Let's go to a bag. Good girl. Let's go through. Hey, through. One more. Up. You okay? Good girl. Now we always end with her favorite toy. Let's send her out with a nice big round of applause, everybody. Good girl. Oh. Okay. Melissa, are you ready? Mission, are you ready? Set. Go. Let's hear everybody. Hurry, Melissa. Oh, and our dogs cheat too. Melissa wins that one because Mission tried to cheat. All right. Okay, Mission, let's try not to trip these wonderful people. This is your ball right here. Let's prove border collies are smart. Okay, Melissa, are you ready? Mission, are you ready? Set, go! Go, go, go! Right here, Mission. Hurry, Melissa, hurry! Oh, that was close! Who thinks Melissa won it? Look at her work the crowd. Who thinks Mission won it? Oh, that was close. Let's give both of our competitors a big round of applause, everybody. Great job, sweetie. Good job. Thank you. Hey, bud. All right, now Oz is going to do a couple tricks to say hello first. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Thank you. That's a good boy. All right, we're going to do his favorite trick now. Come here, Oz. Down. Woo, getting fast. Down, down. There we go. Let's go one more. Down. Good boy, bud. Come here, Us. Table. Sit. Wait. Now we're gonna get him warmed up. Sit. So we're gonna have a wardrobe change. We're gonna turn him from a dog to a bull. Now, most of you have been to a rodeo, and what do bulls like to do? They like to attack the barrel. Good boy. Get up there. Good job, bud. Very good boy. But you can't have a bull at a rodeo. Come here. Up. Table. Sit. Wait. You stay. That's not wait. That's not stay. That's not listening. That's listening. Stay with that. But you. Come here, Ross. See? I should have practiced. Come here, Ross. Table. Now, you cannot have a bull at a rodeo without a rodeo without a rodeo clown. Let's bring out our clown swagger. You come, go. Good boy, buddy. Okay, swagger, get in there. Get in there. Good job. Get in there, swagger. Get in there, swagger. Get in there. Get in there. Good boy, get in there, swagger. Good boy, get in there, swagger. In there. Swagger, get in there. Very good job. Let's have a big round of applause for our rodeo clown and bull. Now, the reason I have to wear this ugly thing is because I came home with a bruised kidney and a bruised diaphragm, and the only time my mother and my husband got along was to gang up on me on wearing this ever so attractive vaulting vest. That's right, ladies. It shows every lump and bump. I'll give you the Amazon link so you can be just as pretty. All right, honey, you ready? All right, I'm gonna yell swear word here in a minute because it has a swear word in it. Swear word! Hopefully you didn't hear it. Down. Woo! Woo! Nice. Down. Well, you gotta wait for me. Woo! Down. Good catch, babe. Come here, honey. Legend. There it is. Settle down. Nope. There you go. Woo! Nice. Nice. Woo! Wait. Up. Drop it first. Wait. Up. Stay. Good girl. Come here. Wait. All right, guys, keep an eye on this hand only. It's called the catchless dog catch. Wait. And also why I need to have another elbow surgery, everybody. All right, let's do a couple more catches, sweetie. There you go. There you go. Come here. Woo! You gotta wait. There you go. Drop. Gotta wait. Woo! Let's give a big round of applause for Legend. Woo! Come on, Liz. Okay. Hey, get it. Get it, buddy. Get it, buddy. Get it, bud. Get it, bud. Get it. Get it, bud. Get it, bud. Woo! Where are you going? Rick. That's okay. Very good job. Let's give our very bad truck driver a big round of applause. All right. Now that we got here, come here. Wombat, where are you going? Wommy. Wombat, come on, Wombat. Wombat, where are you going? There you go. Good job, bud. Across and jump down. Very good. Wombat. Wombat, Wombat, right here. No, Wombat, not ready yet. Where are you going? Wombat, come here. Come here. Wombat, come here. There we go. Now, you forgot a part. You're very good at that, though. Thank you for going back to your kennel. But now remember, if you have flames, you gotta stop, drop, and roll. Down. Wait. Up. Up. There we go. Let's give our guys a big round. Good job. Once again, my name's Danielle, and that's Greg, and we are Team Zoom K9 Entertainment.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. So you're with the Coast Guard.
Yes, I am. I'm at Coast Guard Station Cortez.
What do you do with the Coast Guard?
I'm currently the officer in charge of the station, so I run all of the search and rescue and law enforcement response from the station.
Wonderful. How long have you been involved with the regatta?
Historically, we've been involved every year. I've been at the station for 2 years, and over the last 2 years, we've done it both times with great results. It's a great event.
Now, why are you involved in the regatta?
So we have a public interest in ensuring the safety and security of the public. So we're out here today with other government agencies, with marine assets. We work closely with them to create a safety zone and ensure that everyone's safe.
Now, we actually did see a boat that flipped today. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, we did. The race organization has dive boats with EMTs, divers, etc. on board, and they handle all of the safety issues within the security zone. We primarily focus on the boating public, so we keep the general public outside of the zone so they're not involved in the accidents.
And that's very important because you can see how fast they're going behind us.
Yep, I was just talking to Sam over here, and he was saying these do upwards of 120 knots in the water.
That's amazing.
Very impressive.
So when you are not doing the regatta for us, what do you do for Manatee County?
We do a ton. We work with Manatee County, Palmetto, Bradenton, Anna Marie, all of our island partners. We do a lot of search and rescue, a lot of law enforcement, safety inspections. We cover from the Sunshine Bridge all the way down to Boca Grande, so we have a huge area.
Well, we greatly appreciate you being here, and you know, the event is so family friendly, and our families come out, and I don't know that they appreciate all that goes on behind the scenes. And you're one of those heroes behind the scenes, making sure everything runs smoothly and that our racers are safe and our public is safe.
Thank you, I appreciate that. We enjoy coming out every year, and we have a great time as well.
Well, we hope to see you next year.
For sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Flag is up and down. That flag goes as they're going in. Jesse Swain will be on the outside, looking like he'll take that early lead out of turn number 4 as Quindazzi is in that second place. Rinker on the outside, trying to get by Welch as he looks like he'll do that going into turn 3.
Tyler Welch is struggling, obviously. He's slowed way down. He made a good half a lap, and now it looks like he may be done. Just going to follow around the troop. Here comes your leader.
Yes, Jesse Swain. He's from Indiana, and he had a so-so first run, but he's got it figured out right now with a whole lot of clean water out in front of him.
Water conditions out front of you makes for a big, big difference. When you're not in first place, the scenery never changes. These guys are running hard. Looks like Rinker's pushing, trying to get caught up.
Boy, Jesse showed you just exactly what it's like to be out in front with the fresh water, picking your line right now, and he's having the time of his life as he looks in his rearview mirror, and 4 seconds behind him is Quindazzi in second place.
Quindazzi struggles getting into the turn, but he comes off really strong. Look at him go down that back straightaway. In the second position, he's stretching out boat length after boat length. Now when he goes into the corner, especially down here in turn number 1, watch him. He seems to slide out way far.
That's a boat that has a lot of trouble going from turn 1 to turn 2 with that side wind hitting it. But Jesse Swain with a really nice run right now, smoother out. Quindazzi looking like he's a little tighter. Rinker in third place right now. And followed by Jeremiah Mayo in that number 8 boat in 4th position. as we look at Welsh coming out of turn number 4. There's obviously something not right with his boat right now, as he's just trying to get lap points right now and finish this race.
Race etiquette. He's staying out of everybody's way as best he can. You got to hand it to the guy. He was doing really well for a while. Something broke down. Now out front, we got the...
So really our race right now is between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, as Jesse Swain has gone out in front, and he is comfortably out in front right now, and he gets to pick his line as he comes clean out of turn number 3. Into turn number 4, that white number 74 comes a little bit wide with a safe turn coming up on the last couple of laps of this 7-lap race.
Your second place race still consists of Mike Wendazzi and Ashton Rinker, Chris Rinker, and that boat's really moving. Wendazzi's got that boat tiled in. What he was struggling with before in the turn seems to have it figured out because it's moving good now.
White flag is up on the race course, and Quindazzi did a nice job as he went tight and he pushed Rinker far to the right. Jesse Swain coming around as he is got just 1 lap of racing left. He is going to be able to make that happen. As we come around right now, Quindazzi still remains in 2nd place. Rinker with 1 last run, and that is the way that this looks like it's going to end. 2, 3, and 4. Look like it's something, unless something crazy happens, this race is determined. Here comes Jeremiah Mayo in 4th place, trying to make 1 last run up as Welch limps across the start-finish line. As we put our hands together, number 74, he's from Indiana, Jesse Swain with your race win, followed by Quindazzi just beating out Chris Rinker, and then Jeremiah Mayo in 4th place. And then number 59, Tyler Welsh from Minnesota, is in that 5th position.
Sam, welcome back. Another great year at the Regatta.
Well, this is our 8th year here, so it's we're old timers at this. The weather forecast is just fair. Right now we're fine, so looks like we are.
So tell us what you do with the Regatta.
So my wife and I, we're partners. We have the Powerboat Super League, and we are a contractor for the Regatta. So we basically bring in the boats, bring in the officials, and bring in all the props and everything to do the races. So the event hires us to do that.
That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about the boats.
So we have 2 classes of tunnel boats here. They're called outboard tunnel boats because they sit on a tunnel of air. They have a tunnel underneath the boat, and it pulls the boat up out of the water. And we have 2 classes. One is Formula Lights or SST 45, little tiny boat, 13 feet. It runs a 3-cylinder Evan Rudin Johnson motor, and it only weighs 800 pounds with the driver.
Wow.
So it's a little tiny boat. The best top ones do about 85 mile an hour. And we got, of course, our Formula 200, which is our feature class. You got 17 feet long, 1,100 pounds, has a 2.5 liter, take my cap off, 2.5 liter Mercury motor, packs 200 horsepower, and goes from 0 to 100 in about 4.5 seconds.
Wow.
Off a dead engine start, and tops out the good ones about 120.
Now, how many boats will race today?
Well, we've got 8 of the little boats, we got 14 of the big boats. And if all 14 are left in the end of the day, which would be about 3:30, we'll run all 14 if they're left. But we're running, our qualifying heats will be earlier, and we'll split the field 7 and 7. And then we have 2 heats of those, and it's position plus time, and that gives them the position on the starting dock for the final. So they go out, they do a 1-lap qualifier, Then that'll put them on the dock based on how they finish. And then they do 2 heats, 10 laps each, and then we do the 30-lap final. So,
Now, as you said, this is your 8th year, so you must like coming back here. What do you like about this regatta?
well, there's a lot of good things. We know the producers very well. We did the Pittsburgh Regatta with them for 14 years up in Pittsburgh, and when Mike Fetchko, when he had the dream of doing this down here, he called Sharon, said, "If you guys will do it, we'll go for it. If you guys won't do it, but maybe we won't." So we agreed to do it. So we basically agreed to do it as long as Mike's doing it, and you know, if I'm retired, my partner will still be able to do it. So I don't know about me, but I'll be, as long as I can do it, I'll do it. And we obviously like the area. We like being in Florida in February, of course. We like the headquarters hotel, the Courtyard by Marriott. We like it a lot, and we like the racetrack. We like the bridge where people can see, you know, almost like being in a helicopter and watching the races. Best spectator area in all of the boat racing in the United States I've ever been.
Well, that's great to hear. You're right. It's a unique setting.
Right. Now, we've done Mission Bay in San Diego. We've done St. Louis. We've done Memphis, Tom Lee Park. We've done 28 events in Florida. So we've seen a lot of different sites. These race sites, these courses have to be very small. You're only talking about, for the big boats, 33 seconds around the course. So they have to be small, about 2/3 of a mile straightaway. And as I say, this is a very unique setting. If we get any kind of weather, it should be a spectacular show. We've got the top 3 boats in the Formula 200 from last year's American Power Boat Association High Points. And we got Jimmy Kerr. He's out of Lapeer, Michigan. He's in the 71 boat, and he was a High Points leader last year.
Wow.
And then did like 18 races. And then we've got Tyler Welch. He's out of Minneapolis, and he's much faster than he was here last year. He's got a new boat, and the motor's all been redone. He's very fast.
Will the wind impact it all today?
Absolutely. Depending on the direction and depending on what the speed is, and you know, the last thing you want is wind building up rollers. If it just gusts and it doesn't build up rollers, we can probably operate if it's 20 mile an hour. Right now, I think we got gusts over 20, and they're able to operate, I think. But if it gets much worse and it changes direction, you know what I mean? It feels like it's changing a little direction now. Then we'd have to shut down until we get some favorable.
Now, we did actually see a boat flip today. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I just saw the tail end of that. That was a rookie driver in the 45 class, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know. I don't think it was weather related. I think.
But everybody was safe.
Oh, everybody's fine. Yeah. These drivers are in capsules. They're strapped in 6-point harness. They all carry air. They carry 4 minutes of air. So if they're upside down, they're all of them have to have capsule training. So yesterday at the hotel, they had to, I think 8 of them had to get certified at the hotel pool yesterday. Mm-hmm. They had to get certified. So they're trained to get out. If they get knocked out or something, the air automatically comes on, and the divers we have here will get them out. But they're supposed to be able to get out by themselves, and they have air. So 4 minutes of air.
Well, it's a wonderful event, and we have you to thank for it. We're glad that you decided to work with the other people to bring it to Bradenton.
Well, thank you. Mike and Michael are, they've got all the everything with this. We're just here to do the races. Our staff is about 13 people that are doing scoring, referee, rescue, pit boss. My pit boss, a former Marine sniper in Lebanon. He's a tough guy.
Woo.
Played a little football too. But anyway, no, we've got people my referee played college football. We got people from all walks of life do this.
Well, It's a great team, but it starts with a great leader. So thank you for being here.
Well, we be sure to interview my wife because she is much more eloquent than me.
Well, you did a great job. We appreciate you.
All right. Well, Sheila, we enjoyed being here. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that this wind doesn't get any worse.
That's right. We'll see you next year.
I hope so. I hope so. At least you'll see my partner.
Put your hands together for Aloha. She's doing typical border collie behavior. All right, we're gonna do a couple little things first. Can you say hello to everybody? Good. All the way. Aloha. She said I'm too hot. Good job. Back. Excellent. One more. Not that. There we go. Good job. And she is just one of our young dogs. Go around. Very nice. Drop. Excellent. Drop. Good job. Drop. Very good try. All right. Right now we're doing a couple overs. Are you going to go back over there? Okay. Whoops, careful. This way. There you go. Very nice. Good job, Aloha. All right. Drop. We're going to, I need that one. Thank you for helping. All right, we're going to see if we can get her to catch 5 Frisbees in a row very fast. I'm going to throw them to her and keep backing up. Where are my kids? All right, can you guys count to 5? And you guys going to help me count? All right, here we go. Hello, Aloha. Let's put her back here. You move pretty fast. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Drop. Put your hands together for Aloha. Can you guys work up today? So he's going to come out. Put your hands together for Woo. Hey, Woo. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, there's a hot dog somewhere. Woo! All right, the first thing we want to do is get him interested in the Frisbee. We're going to move it around, activate his natural prey drive to catch and move things that are moving. Good job. Let him bite on it. Yeah, I see them too. They were not out here earlier, were they? Good job. Bite it. Excellent. All right, and then we're going to switch back from one Frisbee to the next. Roo. Said, I think the food court's that way. Excellent. Rudy Roo. Yes. Good job. Woo. Come here, Roo. Good job. We're also going to teach him to chase that Frisbee on the ground. No, sir. I know, they are pretty. Roo. Rudy Roo. Ready? We're going to roll that Frisbee on the ground. Good job. Excellent. Nope. Rudy Roo. Ready? Yes. Good job. Awesome. All right, let's see if we can get him to catch one. I'm sure you will not be surprised that he is our meet and greet dog. Rudy Roo. You ready? Oh, he said, I see that cute poodle. You ready? All right, let's see if we can get him to catch 1 or 2 little short ones. Rudy Roo. Yes. There it is. Put your hands together for Rudy. We're going to end on that good note. All right. Put your hand together for Wade. Hey, Wade. I know. Around all the way. Woo, good job, drop. Very nice. Excellent. Woo, careful, bud. Ooh. Good job.
do the hard stuff now. If you can imagine a shark with hair, that's what he is nothing but muscle and bone underneath there. You saw him do flips. So we're going to catch him in the air. We call this a dog catch. We're going to catch him 3 different ways. Once on the right side, once on the front, and once on the left side backwards. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready. All right, here we go. Woo. A little bit of wind. We're gonna. Good. Woo. Woo. All right, back here. There you go. Woo. Woo. Oh. Good job, buddy. All right, and the last one. Woo. Put your hands together for waves. Good job. Well done, buddy. Put your hands together for maybe. Hi, babes. All right, let's just warm you up. I know. I know. One more. All right. Wait. That was bad. Good try. I don't know what happened there. Let's try that one more time. Ready? Over. There it is. Ah, good job. Excellent, babes. Good job. Excellent. Good job. Jump. Go around. Good girl. Very nice. Put your hands together for it, baby. All right, put your hands together for Mr. Johnny Cash. Hey, Cash. All right. Let's see if we can warm him up before we get started. Are you ready? Where'd you go? Very nice. Excellent. Woo! All right, Cash. Wait, I need that one. All right, we're going to go from this direction. Are you ready? Okay. Are you guys ready? Yeah! Ready? Buddy? Awesome. All right, good warm up. Okay, that is 50 inches. All right, Cash, ready? Are you guys ready? All right, ready? Good job. All right, we're going to go just a little more. All right, that's about 54. Woo. 54 inches. You guys ready? Yeah! Are you ready? You are? All right, ready? Whoa! I think you're going too fast. We're going to give you one more shot. All right, not so far away. Last try. You ready? Are you ready? Woo! Good job. Put your hands together for Cash.
Sharon, so you're the brains behind this organization. Tell us about your involvement.
I've been doing this for 36 years. Raced actually on the water instead of just counting noses out there for 3 and decided it was too scary. I was too old. I knew how much it would hurt, but I wanted to stay involved, so my husband and I developed the circuit. We are 2 races away from 200 events.
That's amazing.
You're right, it is.
What a great career.
If I stop and think, it'd be a little scary and I'd feel very tired.
Well, and we so appreciate it because look at how much joy you're bringing to our area.
I have to admit, it brings joy to me. I look up and I see all of those people on the bridge. They've come for a boat race.
Yes.
That really is, it's not astounding because I know what we do is amazing, but it really does make me feel good.
What goes into getting ready for today?
A year's worth of work. We have to make sure that we meet all of the permitting standards. We work really closely with ISM USA and all of the local regulatory agencies. It's a good relationship, and I think we prove when you decide to cooperate, you can accomplish anything.
And we're expecting over 100,000 to come out for this today.
Oh, yay. Fast, free, fun.
So how often do you race throughout the year or take the racers around?
Personally, because of my position with the sanctioning organization, I go to about 6. Sam and I do 2. This is one of them. And then I'm guessing maybe 300 sanctioned races. Not all of them this exciting, not all tunnel boats, but it's a boat race and it's fun.
So tell us about a tunnel boat. What is that?
Think of the space shuttle on water. Water rocket. It is a boat designed with 2 outside sponsons, a higher, what we call center section, so that the wind goes underneath the tunnel, lifts the boat up. It's what allows them, when you watch, they corner the turn. They don't sweep a turn. It's fun. I can't think of any other word except maybe exciting. And then, there's adrenaline pushing, heart thumping.
Well, it's wonderful that you're involved, and it'll open more doors for more women to be involved in this sport.
Absolutely. We do have female drivers. They're not at this level. Hang on to my hat. But they certainly are capable of doing anything.
Well, I'm glad the brains of the organization took a moment to come and speak with us. We're excited for the race.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. And now it's probably get the hook. She's talked too much.
No, we will expect you back next year.
Thank you.
Down goes the green flag, and we're off racing as Jimmy Kerr with Ashton Rinker on the outside. Rusty Wide and 94 on the inside. Look at Jimmy Kerr shot out of a cannon as that 71 boat of the bright green goes down the back straightaway with our early lead. Rusty Wide in 3rd place right now. Riverview, Florida's Ashton Rinker in that Phase 3 boat is in the 2nd position. Trying to get on the inside right now and doing a nice job of that race right now for 2nd position, as it looks like the 20 boat of Ashton Rinker will continue to be in that position. 94, Rusty Wyatt in 3rd position. The number 95 of Mark Welch, and then the 13. Just about had a collision in the corner, but everybody came through unscathed.
Rusty Wyatt missed the buoys in the corner, and it looked like there may have been some contact between Ashton Rinker and Rusty Wyatt. I'm not sure from my point of view what happened, but they're still going at it. They're still racing. Out front, we got our leader.
That's the number 71, Lapeer, Michigan's Jimmy Kerr. He got down here early on Thursday, very excited, as that number 95 of Mark Welch will be followed by that number 13 of Grant Schubert. Grant Schubert getting his first taste of F200 racing as he's moved up from the 45 class. trying to roll around right now at about the halfway point of this race. The 71 of Jimmy Kerr is currently in first place. Ashton Rinker looks like his canopy top is loosened up right now. And then Rusty Wyatt in the 94 boat is currently in that third place. Here comes a race for fourth place. It's Mark Welsh, followed by Grant Schubert. Grant on the outside with a nice run. As he's running for J.H. Boats, he's going to get on the outside. Side by side right now as the youngsters trying to go by one of the old veterans in this race. In a great run right now. He looks like he's just going to get to that buoy ahead of him, but he's going to take away fourth place right now in his first ever F200 race. Still under the green flag right now. 4 complete, 3 laps remaining in this race. Jimmy Kerr from Lapeer, Michigan. With that green boat coming out of turn number 3, ready to go to turn number 4. With a flawless drive to this point, we'll come by the start finish and we'll have 2 laps remaining in this heat race.
Jimmy Kerr setting the pace, has the whole race out front. Good water in front of him. Ashton Rinker in the second position, firmly now. Rusty Wyatt, the number 94, hanging on to third, looking for an opening. I don't think he's going to find one now.
Well, if he's going to pass Ashton Rinker right now, it's safe to say that's going to be on the outside of the course because Ashton will not give an inch on the inside of that course. But look at that number 13 boat of Grant Schubert. He's from Richmond, Texas, as we're coming up on the white flag right now for our race leader. 71 Lapeer, Michigan's Jimmy Kerr. He's got 4 left turns remaining in this race, followed by the blue and white 20 of Ashton Rinker. The white with the orange canopy is Rusty Wyatt from Ontario, Canada. Richmond, Texas, number 13, Grant Schubert. And then in our 5th position right now, one of our racers from Minnesota will be Mark Welch. Coming around for the last time right now, put your hands together, number 71, Jimmy Kerr with our race win, followed by Ashton Rinker, and then Rusty Wyatt.
Matt, what a wonderful event. LECOM's been a sponsor for 5 years now. Why is it important for you to be involved with our regatta?
Well, I think just look around, thousands of people from the Bradenton and Palmetto communities. We're really proud to be in Bradenton. Really proud of the footprint that we have, not only throughout the country, but in each of the communities we serve. Our main campus is in Erie, Pennsylvania, but Bradenton is really a second home as well. We've had a lot of growth here, and it's because of the community. Knowing who we are, what we do is important, but also just supporting events like this that really bring people together or back together in these times that we're in. So just a fabulous event, and we're really happy to be a part of it.
Now, for people that don't know, explain what LECOM is.
LECOM is the nation's largest medical school by student population. We're the most applied to medical school. And we also offer the lowest tuition in the country for any 4-year medical school. As I mentioned, our main campus is in Erie, Pennsylvania, and that's where it started 30 years ago. In fact, Dr. John Ferretti and Dr. Sylvia Ferretti, who today still serve as our president and provost, started the school 30 years ago with really a vision and a dream to train physicians of the future. And since then, over 30 years, we've grown to offer medical school, but also pharmacy, dental, as well as a brand new program, which is our podiatry school opening next fall. And we also offer some master's programs, School of Health Services Administration and School of Biomedical Sciences. So really just trying to serve the future doctors, dentists, pharmacists, and something we're really proud of. Over 16,000 alumni have come from LECOM, and we keep growing. So again, events like this are great to be a part of, just to continue to let people know who we are and what we do.
And talk a little bit about the campus that you have in Bradenton.
Yeah, campus has both medical school, pharmacy, and dental. And really nice feature is we also have a state-of-the-art dental clinic that's actually open to area residents. We have students that helps get their clinical hands-on experience, of course supervised by master clinicians, people that have years and years of experience in the dental field. So if you haven't checked this out yet, we really encourage people that come to the dental clinic. You're going to get not only fantastic dental and oral care, but we also take time to educate you while you're there. Really, you're helping the students learn, but you're also going to benefit yourself by really understanding. You don't get that a lot of times. Maybe if you go to your dentist, maybe a typical dentist, they don't always have the time to spend to explain why a procedure might be needed or what your options are. And give you the opportunity to kind of really understand what goes behind or why something's being done. So we really encourage you to check out our dental clinic. We're right there on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard, something we're really proud of as well, and another area that keeps growing.
Well, it's wonderful that you're here today. What are you most looking forward to?
Well, I think I personally love seeing some of the individual water sports, the jet skis flipping around. I can't imagine attempting that, or as we're witnessing behind here, someone kind of dancing with those jets and the tricks and flips that they do. But really all of it's a great spectacle, not only on the water, but off the water as well. The areas, the kids areas, the various activities for families and things like that, and just a gorgeous day to be down on the waterfront.
Well, thank you so much for bringing this to Manatee County. I know that you're one of the sponsors of this event, and it just grows every year.
Yeah, we really appreciate being a part of it. We appreciate, like I said, the Palmetto and Bradenton communities, and we're proud to call this place home.
Well, we're glad you're with us.
Thank you.
Matt, can you tell us a little bit about the LECOM Leadership Award?
Yeah, the LECOM Leadership Award is something we've partnered with the Regatta in making sure we recognize someone local who really has helped advance the community, grow the community. And we just think it aligns so well with what we're about as far as not only are we training future doctors, dentists, pharmacists, physicians of the future, but we think it aligns well with what it means for community, because it's one thing to be a great clinician, it's another to make sure you're reaching out into the community and giving back, and that's certainly important to us. So being able to align with the Regatta and taking the opportunity with this platform to also recognize someone local who's doing those things with the LECOM Leadership Award is something we're really proud of. And each year, there's so many well-qualified individuals in this community. So it's something that we really enjoy doing and taking the opportunity around this event and all the other fun and entertainment to really make sure we reach out and recognize someone so deserving.
And who won the award last night?
Yeah, this year's winner is Bob Firkins, local business person that so many people around here are very, very familiar with over the years, and just had a laundry list of organizations that he supports and his company supports, so very well deserved.
Well, thank you so much for being here. You're so vested in our community. We love it.
Thanks for having me.
Gotta Regatta.
Gotta Regatta.
John, thank you so much for joining us. What a great event.
This is fantastic, isn't it? Just absolutely beautiful out here today.
And you're one of the major sponsors. Talk to us about that.
Well, we've been a major sponsor for a long time now. You know, it's funny, I was kidding with everybody. I'm getting older. I'm forgetting how many years it is, but I think we've been in here since inception of the race, and we'll continue to do this every year, just bringing the community together.
Why does Firkins like being a sponsor for the regatta?
I kind of just touched on that for a second myself, is that I think this is an opportunity to get everybody together in one place on both sides of the river, Palmetto and Bradenton, to enjoy a day together, and I think it's money well spent. And for economics reasons, and for also just for everybody just to come together and have a good time for a day.
Yeah. And there's people of all ages here. It's family friendly.
It's absolutely family friendly. You know, you got the dog show, and I mean, and you know, drones tonight. I mean, we even got the Chinese balloon flying over today. I mean, we're having a great time here on the water, aren't we?
Now, last night was an important night for you. You received the LECOM Leadership Award. Talk to us about that.
Well, I wish that was me. However, that was the owner, Bob Firkins, who well deserved. He's been in this community working for 60 years in the automotive business. I'm very honored to be able to work for him for 25 years. A very exciting place to work. We have a lot of people in my business that have been with us for 20-some-odd years because of Bob Firkins. And I tell you, I'm not just saying it because he's my boss and I got the microphone. Him and Linda Firkins and Bill Saba, the family, are just genuinely tied into Bradenton, tied into the history here. And I was very touched last night. I actually brought a tear to my eye to see Bobby picked. It was thank you to you guys for recognizing him for his dedication to the community.
Well, we greatly appreciate all his support throughout the community, like you were saying.
Well, thank you. Like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for that, and we'll continue on, and we'll continue to feed this thing and bring people together. And I just think every year it just gets Mike Fletchko and Jonathan and yourself, everybody pitching in just doesn't. This really is not easy to do.
No, and that's what we were talking about. It takes a year of preparation to get ready for a day and a half event.
Absolutely, and we can't forget to thank, and I'm sure this has been done, but I'm going to do it. I thank everybody from the police department, fire department, Coast Guard. If I missed anything, I apologize, but you know, Fish and Wildlife, this is a big undertaking, and I can't forget about Shirley. Our mayor, I love her to death. She's so cute.
Yeah.
And then obviously Gene Brown. What a great leadership here in Bradenton on both sides. We're so blessed and so lucky. I mean, face it, this is the best community in the United States.
It is. And what a beautiful venue.
It is. It's beautiful. And you know, I have to compliment the racers. You know, say a prayer. Hopefully everybody will be safe today. That they're risking. It's a little choppy today. It's a tough race to be doing that in this kind of weather where it's a little windy. But it still makes for a great day. It's not too hot, right? So let's just hope the race goes well and they're all healthy and we have a good winner.
That's right. Now I saw you have a display over here. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, we're lucky to bring out 9 vehicles. Typically we'd normally have a one on the water on a barge, but we decided that, you know, it's probably safer for everybody to have it on land. So we got some Wranglers, a lifted Wrangler out here, the brand new Wagoneer. We got the electric 4xe Wrangler on the other side, and a Mitsubishi product that we have there. We have a lot of exciting products here, so it gives us a chance to display them and show everybody what Firkins is all about.
Well, and it was fun when I was walking by. I saw a lot of families looking at it. The kids could get up close. It was really awesome for them.
Yeah, I think even every little boy's dream, little girl's dream is to have a Jeep.
There you go.
Especially in Bradenton on the driving along the coastline. It's just a lot of fun to have that car. It really is.
Well, thank you so much. It's fun for having you here with us, and we appreciate your support of this great regatta.
And God bless you. I appreciate the interview.
Thank you.
Waiting for the drop of that green flag from Chief Referee Doug Rake. Down goes the green flag, and away we go racing. As we try and get out to the front right now. Looks like our early race lead, trying to cut around the corner, is that 94 boat. And it's Rusty Wyatt, but right behind him is Jimmy Kerr, fresh off that first heat win. Jimmy Kerr is way up toward the front. You've got Ashton Rinker caught on the outside right now and is not doing so well. He's struggling, trying to get around that white boat. So Rusty Wyatt, our race leader, again, the 71, Jimmy Kerr in second place. And we've got Mark Welch, followed by the number 20 of Ashton Rinker. And then our rookie, Grant Schubert, in that black number 13 boat. Race going on right now for third, fourth, and fifth places. First and second place have kind of taken off from the rest of the field.
Watch Schubert. He's trying to move up and take more position. Ashton Rinker's going around the outside now. Looks like he may have secured that third spot.
And he loves to go wide, so he thinks he can garnish enough speed to stay hot coming on the outside of the course. He's clearly in third place right now. That canopy top continues to bob up and down as Mark Welch and Grant Schubert will be back here battling for that number 4 and 5 position again. But Rusty Wyatt from just outside Toronto, Canada, with our race lead right now. Coming out of turn number 4, running right by the green bridge here, followed by Lapeer, Michigan's number 71 of Jimmy Kerr.
While Wyatt's out front, Rusty Wyatt, our buddy Schubert in the number 13, the rookie, has made another pass and has moved into the 4th position.
Well, he's under some great tutelage with his dad and his uncle. They both have given him all the opportunities, and Jeremiah Mayo is in that camp as well, so there's just a wealth of knowledge and experience around that young man, as he's got a couple of 4th place finishes looking like they are going to come to fruition. But again, Rusty Wyatt really looks like he's figured things out from that first heat race, and I think very comfortably right now in second place is Jimmy Kerr. Doesn't know that he can beat in 2.5 laps to get to the middle, so he's running a nice steady race and maintaining a spot with Ashton Rinker from Riverview, Florida, currently in that number 3 position.
Jimmy Kerr is really in the catbird seat right now. He's going to have a first and a second, which is going to probably be the best out of both groups. I don't know where the times are. Will they figure that out as far as the starting positions? But he's looking really good. A first and a second in the 2 heats.
Well, I'm looking at my abacus. Says that we've got 5 laps completed. We should be coming up next lap on the white flag. We'll look to see if that comes out or not. As Mark Welch coming around the outside right now, and doesn't sound like his boat's firing like it should. But we are coming up right now as Rusty Wyatt goes around, and we are looking at him taking 3 more turns comfortably out in front. As Jimmy Kerr in the 71, again from Lapeer, Michigan. In that second place, Ashton Rinker. Riverview, just outside of Tampa, Florida, is in third. And Texas driver number 13, Grant Schubert, in 4th place, followed by Big Dad Mark Welch in that 95 boat. He is from Wayzata, Minnesota.
Mark Welch's boat is one of the unique ones. There's your winner.
That's the number 94 of Rusty Wyatt. Says the trip from Ontario, Canada was worthwhile in that second heat.
Chief, it's a busy day for you today. We got a regatta, but you have the safety perspective. Can you share some of that with us?
Absolutely. It is a very busy day, and it started off as a beautiful day, and knock on wood, I hope it ends on a beautiful note. That might cause a few more issues because when you get rain and wind, but you know, we're hoping for a safe event. We've got all types of government services and folks out here, from emergency management personnel, from the sheriff's office, from Marine Patrol. You've got officers out here patrolling with golf carts and on Humvees, everything. And so we have got all bases covered. In fact, right now, we've got such just an incredible camera system that the folks about a quarter mile away are watching this interview up close.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It is. So we've certainly got a force multiplier going on with our very robust camera system. There's nothing anybody can do out here that we're not going to see.
Well, that's assuring. Now, it's a day of fun for our families, but a year of preparation goes into this.
Certainly. I will tell you, maybe not quite a year because this has been going on now for so many years. It's almost like a blueprint lays over it, but that doesn't mean that we don't meet and come up with some tweaks and adjustments based on our experiences from the year before. We start meeting about 2 months out in Bradenton Police Department headquarters, and like I said, everybody's involved from the fire department, all types of city governments. You have Palmetto, you've got the county, you've got us, and so it is quite a system, and I really just think it speaks to how well in this region, in this area, that we work together. What you see everybody doing out here is really just a fine-tuned, fun day. We enjoy it just as much as some of the folks out here watching the races, because we get to spend all day out here just watching people enjoy themselves.
Yeah, that is the fun part. Is there anything today about security that you're concerned about?
Well, you know, usually running up to this, I tell people, come by foot, not by boat. We're not going to let you close by in a boat. If it begins to rain, you know, we always do that. We got a lot of people out here, and we're expecting maybe some thunderstorms. And so the only concern is, you know, we want people to seek shelter if that happens. But this is Florida. Even if we get a shower, come on back. Don't go far, because it'll be nice, you know, 20 minutes later. We know how that rolls.
Now, the regatta has grown each year.
It has, and this year we also, up until, well, it actually just ended, I think, the downtown market, and it's the biggest it's ever been in the years that it's been going on. I think the attendance today was a record, and so all throughout this area we have people out on foot really just enjoying themselves.
Well, it's a great way to celebrate our city, invite people to get to know our neighbors across the water in Palmetto. You're a big piece of this, and your team is, so thank you so much.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to the concert lineup. We've got some great events, great shows, great music, great racing. It's just a great day. I'm not going to say you got a regatta because everybody keeps saying that, but I really do. I think it's going to be just a fantastic day.
It is. Well, thank you. It's because of your efforts and your team.
Well, I appreciate it. You take care.
Steve, thank you for taking the time being here. So talk to us about your role.
Sure. In this role today, I'm acting as one of the unified commanders in conjunction with the police department, the fire department. And what we bring together from emergency management, public safety, is a team to help organize the public safety aspect of this. Another big arm is the logistical. So we have 4 personnel that is in charge of the feeding of all the workers, some 200-300 workers alone, because they're out here for over 12 hours. That's a big part, because if they're not taken care of, they can't take care of everybody else. As we see, the weather is becoming a big factor today. So one of the things we do is we actually work with the National Weather Service out of Ruskin, and started early this morning. They send us pinpoint forecasts for right where we're sitting, the wind speeds, the gusts, the temperature. So we're keeping an eye on that, because I know that has a great effect on not only the boat races, but the drone coverage. We also have what's called safety officers out that are just walking the area, observing the area, both safety of the workers and safety of the citizens, because what we as a community want to make sure is this is a fun, safe event for everyone.
Right. You make it look very easy.
Well, it's a combination of work from several departments. We've been in the planning stages now since I think our first meeting was in November, and we go through it. This is our 7th year, but it takes teamwork of everybody.
How many people are behind the scenes making this look easy?
I'm going to say there's probably, with the sanitation workers, the public works workers, EMS, fire, there's over 200-300. You may not see them all, but somehow, some way, from closing a bridge early this morning to cleaning up the trash, the dispatchers on scene, so a lot of unseen personnel, but that's what it's about, keeping it all safe and fun.
And you plan for all scenarios, like you were saying, the wind picked up.
Yes, and that's part of the weather alert that we get specifically for this location. because if we're not planning on it, we alerted people. They brought out extra weights for tents. Standing by, as you know, we may have to move up the timeline possibly depending on the weather.
What's a successful regatta from your perspective?
A good turnout, a safe turnout.
Well, it looks great so far.
Great.
Thank you so much for
My pleasure.
having your involvement to make sure that we all have a great day.
Well, thank you very much.
On an asphalt farm, they never heard of Mr. Crow. Never walked barefoot by the river, felt the mud up between the toes. Never climbed to the hay, never growing in Fort. Come on up here, let me show you how country feels. Put your head down, get your sunburst laying all night, get your shoes off, pick them off. Some nights slow down fast, take you up and down, as hard as it heats, let me show you how country feels. You ever watched the sun blow down from the bed of the paper truck? Ever been in someone so much when you're still alive there when it comes back up? Well, what do you say? Can I pile through the cornfield? Got down by the water, yeah. Let me show you how country feels. Let your head down, your shoulders laying on back, get your shoes off, pick them off. Your sun out, slow down fast, take you up and down these hollers and heats. Let me show you how.
Tim, LECOM has been an important sponsor for many years of our River Regatta. Why do you choose to support the regatta?
You know, really the regatta, the huge event here in Bradenton. My family's been here for 23 years, and that I've raised my family here. And LECOM is about family, and that we want to support things that support health and wellness and people coming together, and the regatta surely does that.
It certainly does. It's family fun for all.
It is. It is.
Tell us a little bit about LECOM.
So LECOM was originally formed in 1992, and that has grown to the largest medical college in the country. And so we're so happy to be here in Bradenton, in addition to Elmira, New York, Erie, Pennsylvania, and in Seton Hill in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. But we love the Bradenton area. It really is an area where it attracts our students to come, and it's a place where they can grow with their families as well.
What can you study at LECOM?
So at LECOM, we have obviously the College of Osteopathic Medicine, where we teach wellness, mind, body, and spirit. We have a dental school, we have a pharmacy school, and we have a School of Health Services Administration, which I'm the dean. and we teach the business of healthcare. And so in addition to the medical programs, we have 4 master's degrees and a doctorate of health administration, so that not only learning how to be providers, but how to be fiscal stewards and take good care of those precious healthcare dollars.
Well, and it's so integral to our community that you're serving the whole family.
It really is. I mean, we like to think of ourselves as a family, the Lecom family, and that we enjoy the interaction with the community. We enjoy working with our students, our faculty and staff, and we grow because we offer what people are looking for, is a high-value education and with great outcomes.
Well, thank you so much for being a sponsor today. It's been a great deal of fun for all that have been here. It would not happen without you.
Well, thank you. It's our pleasure, and on behalf of our president, Dr. John Ferretti, we are happy and proud to be part of this community, and thank you for everybody coming out. And you got a regatta.
Got a regatta.
As the green flag is down, Jimmy Kerr goes into the turn first. On the inside, Rusty Wyatt with a nice run. Jeremiah Mayo on the outside, giving Jimmy Kerr a run for his money. Side by side as they go down the back straightaway. Looks like Jimmy Kerr is going to just be able to keep it together. No, Jeremiah Mayo beats him to the corner, and he will take our early lead.
Jeremiah Mayo out front. You've got Jimmy Kerr on the inside in the second position. Looks like Rusty Wyatt is in third. Running strong. Good running boats. Now here comes Chris Rinker in the 52. Moving up through the field.
And Welch, Tyler and Mark at the back of the field right now as they're trying to play catch up. Look at Jeremiah Mayo shot out of a cannon as he has got a 3.5 second lead here early in this race. 1 lap completed, 14 laps remaining.
This particular distance right here, Jeremiah Mayo looks very familiar to that first heat that he ran and went off and left everybody.
Jimmy Kerr in second place. Rusty Wyatt in the white with the orange shield is in third. The yellow boat of Chris Rinker is in fourth, followed by Tyler and Mark Welch.
Rusty Wyatt in the third position is wheeling hard. He's searching for a line that's going to work for him. Dives into a corner real hard, tries the next one a little loose. He's looking for something to get him up closer to the front.
As we've still got some windy conditions here, these boats fighting that all the way down the front straightaway, heading back towards Bradenton in front of the Green Bridge. Jeremiah Mayo lengthens his lead to a half a straightaway, 2 laps into this race.
Jeremiah Mayo is your leader, and he's really picking him up well, and he dances it just a touch, coming off of turn number 4, but he has it back under control. Got it up, aired out just a little much, but he's got it now.
You got to work on that trim, absolutely, as that boat goes around, but he's got a 6.5 second lead on Jimmy Kerr right now. In third place, Rusty Wyatt really trying to reel him in. Chris Rinker in the yellow number 52 is in fourth place, followed by Welch, and I'm looking as the other Welch boat just coming by right now, and that is Dan Mark.
There comes Jeremiah Mayo again. He looks like he's on a rail. He just did bumble just a little bit coming off of 4, but the boat's been steady ever since. He looks really good. Going to be hard to catch him.
Boy, he's really drawing some air going down the backside as those front pickle forks are bouncing up and down, but he has got himself almost a full straightaway lead right now as he's running away from the rest of the field. He goes high again out of turn number 4, able to reel it back in.
The number 95 about to become lap traffic.
He becomes the first official back marker boat, 1 lap down, as Jeremiah Mayo is on a mission right now. Steadily in second place, the 71 of Jimmy Kerr. Rusty Wyatt gets a little squirrely out of turn number 1 as he reels it back in, followed by Houston, Texas, number 52, Chris Rinker, and then the number 59 from Punta Gorda, Florida, Mark Welch. Tyler.
Tyler Welch in the 59, the 95 right here, and that's Mark Welch, and there's a relationship there, I'm sure. But here comes Rusty Wyatt in the third place. He is looking everywhere for some place to run, some way to get caught back up. He is wheeling that boat all over the race course, looking for a good line that's going to help him out. Obviously, it's a fast boat, but he's got no good luck with the water conditions that he has to slop through.
So our race right now looks like it's for second, third, and fourth place as Jeremiah Mayo out of second turn right now, going down the back straightaway by the rail bridge. And the 71 of Jimmy Kerr continues in second place with a tight turn around the corner, followed by the 94 of Rusty Wyatt and the 52 of Chris Rinker, and then the number 59 of Tyler Walsh.
Tyler Walsh has been slowly creeping up on the main path. You've got Chris Rinker up there, and the 77, they're fighting back and forth, but Walsh is slowly working his way back up into the group.
Well, still with that nice run, Jimmy Kerr in second place again. 94, Rusty Wyatt, just close enough that the first time there was a mistake, he'll be able to make it happen. And then again, the yellow number 52 of Chris Rinker, and that is followed by Tyler Welsh as the equidistant pretty much between 2, 3, and 4. But our race leader has a half of lap lead over the rest of the field right now. He is just out having the time of his life.
Jeremiah Mayo has set it on cruise control. In the meantime, Rusty Wyatt, once again, just all over trying to find something that'll work for him. He's not losing ground, but he's not gaining any.
As that was a pop of town, and that was here. Fortunately, that wasn't a flare that we heard. So they're continuing to race around the course right now, and again, the race continues to be for second, third, and fourth place is Jimmy Kerr. He's got a lot of clean water out in front of him. He can pick his line. He's forcing the other people to jump his weight, whether they go in or outside of his. So he's built up a 2-second lead over the number 3 of Rusty Wyatt. Here comes Chris Rinker on the inside. He's going to be battling Wyatt. He's making up big ground on the outside. Going into turn number 3. He backs off. He just couldn't get there in time. This is developing into a great race, Patrick, for third.
You've got Rusty Wyatt, and he's, like I said, he's been all over the course looking for some place to run good. And he just gave Chris Rinker a wash job.
He wanted to give him a wash job. He wanted him to jump the weight too, and that is all part of a veteran driver doing that. But I think Chris Rinker's got at least one more good run in him to try and get that all-important third place finish and get on the podium.
I don't know where that came from, but it looked like he was shot out of a gun going down the back straightaway a lap ago. And here he's going to try it again on the outside.
He's looking for some clean water on the outside.
Rusty Wyatt going into the turn, and Chris Rinker on the outside.
So again, Chris having to go on the outside the long way around the course. But he's found some speed. As the white flag is out, we're down to 1 lap remaining. Half a lap remaining in the race as the second place boat is coming around right now.
Here's your third place race. Rusty Wyatt side by side with Chris Rinker right on to the line. White flag, 1 lap remaining.
And our race winner, number 8, Jeremiah Mayo. What a great job for that young man as he was able to make it happen. And again, that race for third place.
You've got Chris Rinker on the outside, looks to have taken the position from Rusty Wyatt. Rusty Wyatt on the inside. This is their last shot down the front straightaway. They come to the checkered flag, and it is Chris Rinker in third, Rusty Wyatt fourth.
Tyler Welch in that 5th position and Mark Welch in that 6th position. Wow.
Mike, you're the hero behind today. The River Regatta would not be here without you. Tell us how it started and how we got here.
Well, that's a very big compliment. Thank you. But there's a lot of people that started it, and most principally, that was Wayne Poston. The Pittsburgh Pirates 10 years ago asked us to come down here and look at Bradenton's new developing Riverwalk, and the Pirates knew what we did in events, mega events in Pittsburgh, and one of them was the Pittsburgh Three Rivers Regatta, and it was a 3-day event, 500,000 people. But the Pirates are a client, and we do a lot of work with them. Long story short, is we came down here because the Pirates, this is their winter home, and they are great, great friends and partners with the city of Bradenton. So we came down in respect for the Pirates, and also did a due diligence to look at the Riverwalk. And as the story goes, it was with Wayne Poston, because he saw the Pittsburgh Regatta on one of his trips up to Pittsburgh, because they have a city sister relationship, Bradenton and Pittsburgh. We came down, we saw the Riverwalk. I never had any intention to try to do a regatta here, because I very politely said to Mayor Poston at the time, it's not big enough. Your Riverwalk is just not big enough. And I thought my out was going to be, unless you can close that green bridge, and I know they can't close a state bridge, it'll never happen. By the time I told that to the mayor, I said, you got a beautiful Riverwalk, but you can't do this event. And I looked over my shoulder and said to him, you'd have to close that bridge. There she is. Yeah. Kristen the Destroyer Smoyer. We love her. She's been to all the regattas.
So you said to the mayor you have to close the bridge, thinking you had an out.
Exactly. And by the time I got to Tampa International, he called me. He said, I spoke to the governor and we're going to close that bridge. So I felt like I was in a cartoon. I was sucked right back into the story. And it took 2 years from that point to get the permitting, to get the partners, the business community, and now we're in our 8th year, as you know. It'd be number 9, but for COVID.
Right.
And it's a great event. It's an economic impact for the region, 10 million, which isn't done by us. It's done by an independent economist. And it's a free quality event for all the residents and visitors this time of year. So we're proud of it. We're proud of it. I'm not that enthusiastic right now because there's some issues that got to get straightened out around here, but we're always thinking about that.
Well, that's right, and that's why you debrief and you plan for next year.
Yeah, I mean.
But the growth you've had over 8 years, talk about that.
Well, we take every year we do a debrief, and we take very seriously what we call exit surveys. And our entire team gets together. A lot of them are from Pittsburgh. Some are other parts of the country. And we said what works, what doesn't work, what do the people like, what should we do more of. And so it's been chiseled every year to get tighter and tighter and tighter, because it's all about putting on a free family event, making it a show, not only on the water, but concerts and the kid zones and the Pirates interactive activations, and the Tampa Bay Bucks are across the river, and we really work on things like, believe it or not, concessionaires and their pricing, and I work on it. My guys work on it, but they're in Pittsburgh and I'm front lines, and then they land here and it's boots on the ground and everybody knows their jobs, and then what we can't control is the weather.
Right.
And we're monitoring some weather fronts right now, but
there's so much to do other than the boat races. So even though that we have a little pause right now, you're not bored.
well, I hope not.
Of course
I mean,
not.
I have sympathy for all the folks who are waiting on the bridge for the power boats to resume. And they can't get out of the Palmetto boat ramps because the wind's blowing so hard and coming directly from the south. They're getting waves.
Yeah. But we have music on both sides, like
yeah,
you said.
yeah.
We have family
You're very
activities.
optimistic. You're
I
positive.
am, because you have done a great event. I think you're being a little too hard on yourself.
No, I'm not. Well, I also know, in my belief, and they're right over here, so I gotta. And they're great people, but I believe those boats should be on the water.
Well,
That's
they
why
will be soon.
All right,
You'll
we'll
have
see.
a conversation after that.
Yeah. We will.
At the end of the
believe me.
day, when you go home tonight, how do you define a successful event for yourself?
That people were happy, that people had smiles, that there were no incidents, and they enjoyed it.
Well,
and if they enjoy it, and that's our really number one goal. We don't do this. We don't do this to make a lot of money. Charles doesn't hear me, but he should hear that. We did this and continue to do this because we fell in love with the region, the area. And you make a lot of friends doing this, and they count on it happening for all the residents and visitors. And so you get caught up in it and you do it.
Yeah.
But Charles, you don't make a lot of money on this.
Well, you'll sleep well tonight because it's a successful event.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we won't sleep actually much tonight. We'll after we tear down everything and load out everything, the entire staff gets together and we meet for about 3 hours. And we hopefully get to bed about 1 a.m. and then we re-meet at 9 a.m. and we check everything. And then sadly, it's sad for me to see so many of these guys that I work with, and they've done all our events. They all get on a plane at 6 o'clock tomorrow and they head north. And then I won't get past this event for about another 2 weeks. And then it's all the procedure and process of getting it back, which is a lot of work.
When do you start planning for next year?
We'll start tonight.
There you go.
Actually. And it'll continue, as I said in the meetings, tomorrow. And then everybody writes up a report. Every one of our directors writes up a report. And we exchange those. And by the end of March, we pretty much have a game plan. And one of the changes we made this year is the drones. So we're going to have those drones tonight. We just got to make sure that a cold front doesn't come in to hit us.
Right.
But that was a collaboration of 2 or 3 months of review, studying the drone shows, what we could afford to do here, would it be impactful, and we got it done.
Well, as a former Pittsburgher, I appreciate what you brought to Bradenton, to Palmetto.
Well,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
How we all doing tonight? Oh, we are ready, but now it is time to go ahead and present our Powerboat Super League Champion Mayor's Cup winners. But first, before I go ahead and bring out our presenters for this, I want to go ahead and give one last final shout out to all of our sponsors here, starting off with the presenting sponsor, Lecom. Thank you, Lecom, for providing everything that you've done. Without you, couldn't have done this, so thank you. Another shout out to Firkins, RTI, and Spectrum as well, all of our friends over there. Thank you all very much. Can we give a round of applause for all those sponsors, please? Without further ado, let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, I present from Spectrum, Leah Brown, and the one and only Bradenton Mayor, Gene Brown.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leah, and we are so thrilled to be here on behalf of Spectrum. The fastest internet in town is thrilled to sponsor the fastest boats in town. I've got Mayor Gene Brown here with me tonight, and we're going to announce the top 3 winners of the Superboat races this afternoon. First and foremost, our 3rd place winner is Chris, the Real Deal Rinker. Our 2nd place winner is Jimmy Kerr. first place champion of the Powerboat Super League Mayor's Cup is Jeremiah Mayo. I'm going to let Mayor Brown hand Jeremiah the Mayor's Cup and share a few words.
Thank you, Bradenton, Palmetto, Manatee County for coming out today. Obviously, the weather was a little bit scary the whole day, but it turned out where it was a beautiful day. We were able to get these races in safely. Everybody did a great job. We appreciate the whole county coming out, everybody out there. And you know what? You got a regatta for next year. Thank you, Bradenton, Palmetto, and Manatee County.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for them. Thank you again, Leah Brown and Mayor Gene Brown. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen of the Bradenton Area River Regatta, are you ready? Well, it is now time to present your headlining act. Thank you all for coming out to the Bradenton Area River Regatta. Remember, you always got a regatta, because now, put your hands together for your Bradenton headlining act, the #1 80s band tribute. Give it up for Lazy Bones!
Not a dime I can pay my rent. I can barely make it through the week. Saturday night I like to make my girl. Get away, if you can hear me, this is what I'll say. Call me nothing but a good time. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time. And it doesn't really matter. Take it anymore. We got the right. There ain't
family fun was had by all. It was a great event. We had a little wind pickup, but they were prepared for it. We learned so much about the boats today. We learned about the musicians. We got to have fun and see the pets perform. Oh my gosh, there was so much at the River Regatta. The only thing I can say is we got a regatta next year for the 9th regatta in Bradenton and Palmetto. So stay tuned, come back next year. We can't wait to see you.